Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a little top 10 lessons that you need to hear today to help you rewire your brain when it comes to the way we think about life. Listen guys, I've gone through my fair share of life with ups and downs in terms of friendships, relationships, family, etc. And I've compiled a set of 10 life lessons that have just stuck with me over the years that I live my day-to-day life by. They just help you kind of put things into perspective and look at things from a different angle to really help you navigate your way through your life and ensure that you're living your absolute best life, because who doesn't want that? So grab a cute drink. We're doing orange juice today. What are you guys having? Comment down below, a pencil and a paper, and let's get right into the video. Lesson number 1. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The 5 people you spend your most time with include podcasts, authors, etc. The people that you just spend time listening to, comprehending, and hanging around. Listen, you have to be so clear on the people that you surround yourself with, because I'm telling you this right now, that will make or break you. This includes your friends, your family, and also your relationships. Make sure that you pick the right people when it comes to your friends and your relationships. Now look, family, we can't always choose them, right? But at the end of the day, ensure that you're setting boundaries and you're making sure that your environment is well taken care of. When it comes to friendships and relationships, remember that these are people that you choose for yourself. So ensure that you're surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded to you, people that are going in the same direction that you want to go. Surround yourself with like-minded people and you will become like those people. Remember that quote, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Think about that when it comes to your relationships as well as your friendships. Ensure that you're surrounding yourself with people that will actually promote you to become the better version of yourself. Don't allow yourself to be succumbed by old friendships that you've had for so many years. Understand that at the end of the day, you have to pick what's right for you, and you have to ensure that you're picking not only the right relationship, because girl, let me tell you, the man that you pick for yourself will make or break you, and ensure that you're surrounding yourself with friends that are actually progressing your growth, okay? We're not trying to be around people that don't want to grow, don't want to promote, and don't want to develop as people. A great tip here is, if you're looking for people to surround yourself with, is to go to networking events that are for people that are like-minded to you. Maybe join an app where you can kind of meet like-minded people. So like, you know that Bumble app, but like for friends? Try that out. Try to see if there's community events around your area where people like the same things as you. Lesson number 2. The way that people react towards you actually has nothing to do with you. Understand that when you and people are in certain situations, the way that they react towards you is normally out of their own insecurities and the things that they're dealing with as humans. More likely than not, it really has nothing to do with you. If you think about it, let's think about a situation that you had with a friend or with a colleague, or let's just say somebody in your life, right? Where they got super mad at you for absolutely no reason. Take that situation and try to dissect it down. Why did that person say the certain things that they said to me? It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a reflection of your character. More likely than not, it's their own insecurities and projections being put onto you. So every time you are in an argument or you're in a situation with another person and they might say mean things to you, just take a seat back and recognize if what they're saying actually has validity to it. More likely than not, girl, 9 times out of 10, it's them projecting onto you. So the next time that guy ghosts you, just recognize that he's projecting his own insecurities on you. It has nothing to do with you, honey. Life lesson number 3. Do not take advice from somebody you would not trade places with. When it comes to situations and getting advice from people, recognize who you're asking advice from and don't necessarily always take the advice that they give you. At the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself and make your own judgment based on the situation that you're in. You're the only person that understands that situation completely. So it's up to you to really take some of that advice, filter it, see what's applicable to you and your life and your situation, and make a judgment based on you and what matters to you at the end of the day. Also, evaluate those people in your life that genuinely give you advice because they care about you, and the people in your life that don't necessarily always have your best interests at heart. I highly recommend that you think about this and you filter through people that don't necessarily always want the best for you. Think about the people in your life that you can go to and get genuine advice from. At the end of the day, you have to make decisions based on you and what feels right to you, but also recognize the right people in your life that will give you advice and motivate you to always be better. Genuine intentions, my friend, genuine intentions. Life lesson number 4, happy people don't hate. People that are genuinely happy in their lives and what they're doing will not hate. They don't have the energy and the time to hate on you and what you're doing. Think about it. Maybe you're in a team project and somebody just overly hates you for absolutely no reason. Well, that's a projection of how they feel about themselves. People treat people based on how they feel about themselves. So understand that people that are genuinely happy, that are genuinely in a good place in their life, don't have the time and energy to be hating you. There are people out there that will be intimidated by your courage to do things. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them bother you. Keep doing you, keep doing what makes you happy, and keep pursuing your goals and dreams because they matter. Lesson number 5, it is easier to do 100% than 98%. When it comes to your goals, I know there are days where we're like, oh my gosh, like I have to work on this and I'm so exhausted and maybe I'm just gonna not do it, procrastinate on it for a few days. Let me tell you, my friend, if you procrastinate on things, you're doing 98%, which takes up actually more of your time than just investing the 100% upfront to begin with. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have to work on a school project or you're at work and there's this task that you need to complete. The more that you procrastinate on it, let's say you're like listening to music or listening to a podcast at the same time of doing your work and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna work through this over 5 days. That's gonna end up costing you more time and energy than it would have if you just sat down for 2 hours and did the work undisturbed. Recognize what 100% versus 98% is and invest your time and energy correctly into the things that actually will help you achieve success. Don't procrastinate through things. Allow yourself to do the 100% and get it over with and get it done correctly the first time than doing the 98% and having to invest more time and energy when you could be allotting that to other things that matter to you. Life lesson number 6. You could be the perfect package delivered to the wrong doorstep. It applies to everything, this life lesson. You are a complete package. You come with all of your wonderful experiences, all of the wonderful things that you've accomplished in your life. And there will still be people that will not value you for what you bring to the table. And it has nothing to do with you. It just means that you were at the wrong doorstep. One day, your door will come for you. The right friendship will come to you. The right relationship will come for you. The right job will come for you. For those of you that are going through breakups right now or are dealing with men that you feel like are so wishy-washy, hot and cold with you, understand that you might be a perfect package delivered at the wrong door. And recognize how your life can be better without this. Your life will improve. You'll be in a situation that's meant for you when the time is right. The universe always wants what's best for you. Trust me when I say this to you, girl. The universe just knows what's best for you. It will take care of you. It will deliver you exactly what you need when you need it. It has always been the case. Think about your life. Think about everything that you've been through, okay? Let's just take a quick second here. Think about everything that you've been through. Haven't you always gotten better? Haven't you always received better in your life? In situations where, let's say you were sad, let's say you went through a friendship breakup with a friend, right? Did you not always meet better friends? Did you not always meet a better partner? Did you not always find, let's say you did go through a breakup with a partner, did you not always find more self-love in yourself? Look at you, you're here right now. You're looking to discover yourself and find more self-love for you in your life. You've always found better, and you will always continue to have better in your life. Understand that you're a whole package. What is meant for you will never bypass you. Life lesson number 7. Don't find perfect moments, make moments perfect. Now, this one is so simple and so beautiful in the sense that every single day of your life, there are beautiful moments. There are little moments in your everyday that bring about so much light and love, but you just don't recognize that they're there. Whether that's, sipping your morning coffee, maybe even taking yourself outdoors just to breathe a little bit of fresh air, romanticizing your life and ensuring that your whole life and experience is just fulfilled in the way that's meaningful to you. Recognize that perfect moments don't just always exist. Sometimes they do, impromptu, they just happen for us, but other times we can make them perfect. We can choose to have perfect moments. We have the power to cultivate beauty in our everyday life. So do that for yourself. Cultivate beauty for you today. Tonight, it's Sunday, right? If you're not doing anything today, maybe have a movie night for yourself. Make yourself a beautiful spread of food and just enjoy it. Enjoy it for yourself. Life lesson number 8, and this is for my dreamers out there. That dream was planted in your head for a reason. Remember why you are doing certain things. Yes, things get tough. Yes, we go through experiences in life where we have this very big goal, and sometimes we get overwhelmed by it and we think, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna actually achieve that? You will. There's a reason why you're pursuing the dreams that you're pursuing. Keep going. Keep going when things get tough. Keep going when things seem impossible to complete. Keep going because at the end of the day, there's a reason why that's there. You might not know it right now, but once you do follow through with it and you go through the process of understanding what that reason actually is, as you go through this journey of life, you'll get it. Allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to go through the instances of, yes, ups and downs. And, sometimes you want to do the goal. Sometimes you're a little bit more lazy. Allow yourself to have that. Have discipline with your goals. Allow yourself to work towards your dreams and goals because they are there for a reason. I cannot tell you more times than not, when you work towards something that you find is meaningful to you and you actually achieve it, it is the most amazing feeling because you worked so hard to get there. The sleepless nights, the nights where you just sat and you might have cried yourself to sleep. Everything that you went through for a reason, and it's going to shape you into the most authentic version of yourself. Life lesson number 9, and I use this like on an everyday basis, guys, is always to ask yourself what the best version of you would do. Okay, this applies for situations when you're like in a situation and you're like, oh my God, what would the best version of me do right now? And when you think about this and you have this question in your mind, you're literally going to make the best decision for you because you know that the best version of yourself would do that. So ensure that you're actually setting yourself up for success when it comes to things. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're waking up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to get a morning workout in, but I feel so lazy and tired and I don't really want to do it. Ask yourself, what would the best version of you do? And if the best version of you would get up and go to the gym, you get up and go to the gym. Let's say you're in a situation with a best friend and that person is disrespecting you. Ask yourself, what would the best version of you do? And if the best version of you would stand on business, you're going to stand on business. Understand that the best version of you always has your best intentions in mind. So ensure that you're following through with what they would do. Set yourself up for success because at the end of the day, the best version of you is what we're aiming to try to be, right? We're aiming to grow and prosper into becoming better versions of ourselves. So we should be taking advice from them. Put them on a pedestal. Look at what they want for you. Ensure that you're aligning your life with what they would have. And then one day you'll see yourself slowly, little by little, become that person. And you'll be so incredibly proud of your progress and how far and how much dedication it took you to get there. And the last life lesson, number 10, you will be faced with the same situation over and over and over again until you learn your mistake. This life lesson blew my mind when I first heard this because I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally so true. Think about it. How many times have you been in situations in like school or work or situations where you're like, why do I keep going through this? Like, why do I keep going through this over and over and over and over again? Sometimes when I chat with my friends and they're telling me about their boy problems, I'm like, wait, that guy seems like that other guy you were dating. Isn't this the same person? And they're like, no. And I'm like, here it is. I go through this all the time. We literally don't allow ourselves to learn our mistakes after experiences that we have. And when we don't learn our mistakes, we repeat the same mistakes over and over and over again. And the universe actually does us a favor with this. It allows us to experience the same mistake over and over and over again until we actually learn our lesson. And then we become in a prepared state to receive our blessings. So at the end of the day, recognize what mistakes that you make and recognize how to fix those mistakes so that you don't have to be thrown into it over and over again. Let me give you an example. Let's say you've been in a series of toxic relationships. I want you to sit down with yourself and analyze each relationship. See what went wrong in each relationship and what you allowed yourself to endure. Then what I want you to do is really analyze this and understand what it is you do not want in a person in the future. And then when you're back in the dating world, I want you to practice this. Practice putting this into practice. When you see a red flag of a person that you've seen before, recognize how you're going to deal with those situations. Are you going to stay with that person for 5 years, or are you going to tell them in 1 month that you don't want to deal with that anymore? Recognize what is good for you. Recognize what will bring you to the next level of your life. Recognize what you should do for your life, for your betterment, and for your happiness. All right, so that is all for our video today on 10 life lessons that I've learned over the span of my life that have really just pushed me to become the better version of myself. I hope that this video just gave you a little bit of guidance on maybe a few situations that you're facing right now or that you might face in the future to help you navigate through life. Because let's be honest, life is so complicated. We go through so many things in life, and sometimes it's really hard to put things into perspective or to just kind of like allow ourselves to go through experiences. Listen, guys, we're all human. We all face things. We all go through situations and, go through them again and maybe feel discouraged. But at the end of the day, understand that it's all a learning process. You are going to go through things, you are going to learn things, and you are going to prosper and become a better version of yourself. At the end of the day, thank yourself for all the effort that you put into becoming a better version of yourself. Recognize how much courage and love that takes and appreciate yourself for that. I believe in you. I know you can do it, and I'll see you next time.